What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Nia Martin. I hope you're all doing great. The summer transfer window is in full swing, and as a Chelsea fan, I'm excited. I'm really excited. We've already brought in Joao Pedro, we brought in Delap, we brought in Jamie Gittins, and there are reports that more promising players will be joining Chelsea soon, and some of the players that we don't really use, that we don't really need at the club, will be also leaving as well. So join me in this recap video as we talk about those transfers. Let's get straight into it. So let's start with the big one, Jorrel Hato from Ajax. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano tweeted that he has passed his physicals and is just ready to sign for Chelsea. And when Fabrizio Romano says, "Here we go," it means it's a done deal, and we are going to sign this player from Ajax. He's a left back. He's 18-year-old. We need that Cucurella backup. We need somebody with that kind of pace. We need somebody with that kind of strength. We need somebody with that kind of ability that can come in and be a backup to Cucurella, because Cucurella is always going to be our number one left back. But with Jorrel Hato in the mix, we can give Cucurella some time. We're going to play a lot of games this season. We're going to play the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, the Premier League. That is a lot of games. So we have to be able to rotate that left back position. We have options in the right back position, Gusto and James. We have options there. Even a champion, to understand, can also play at the right back position. He can also play in the left back position, to be fair, but we don't know whether he's going to be there for next season. With Jorrel Hato, you have a certified player, you have a certified left back, or even can even be a defender. He can also play as a defender when needed. But yeah, I think we are going to use him primarily as a left back. So with Fabrizio Romano giving us a "here we go" and saying that he has passed his medical, it's a done deal. Reports indicate that the fee is around 43 million euros, and if we sign him, it means that he's our fourth signing of the summer. I'm sure his investor will be excited to have a player like that, because he's somebody, like I said, he can play as a left back and can also fall in as a central defender if needed, and has a lot of experience playing at Ajax, and I'm sure he's going to add a lot to the team. So next we move to another Dutch player, Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. And yeah, I mean, we've not had the best of histories when it comes to signing players from Leipzig. You remember we signed Nkunku from RB Leipzig. We signed Timo Werner from RB Leipzig, and these two players were rising stars. They were really good finishers, they were really good attackers for RB Leipzig, and then they joined Chelsea and they couldn't meet their heights. I'm excited for Xavi Simons, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does for us. Fabrizio Romano reported that he's very keen to join Chelsea, and if this is anything to go by, he also removed the Leipzig from his bio. Usually players have the teams that they play for in their bio. That could be a clear message to the club that he wants to leave. I don't think RB Leipzig wants to let him go, and especially they don't want to let him go for cheap. They want to really put the heavy price tag on him before he joins Chelsea. But he's keen to leave, he's keen to join Chelsea, but we just left to the negotiations between Chelsea and RB Leipzig and the player himself. It has been also reported that Chelsea are very keen to sign the player, and he's 22-year-old. He's very young to us, so I know Chelsea has signed a lot of young players. But after winning the Club World Cup, I believe in it. I believe in the plan that they have to sign young players and build the team around these young players for a longer term. Sometimes buying young players works, but with this player, I've seen what he can do at RB Leipzig. He's a young midfielder who can play as a number 10. He can play on the wings too as well. We are building a solid squad, and it just makes me happy that we are building this solid squad. Like I said, we are going to play a lot of games next season, so we have to have depth, and we have to have squad depth. We have to have rotation in all the positions, from goalkeeper to striker. We have to have all the rotations needed. So getting quality players in that can play regularly or play as a rotation if necessary is very key. It's very key, and I'm really hoping that this deal goes across the line. Simons joining Chelsea is going to bring flair and creativity in the midfield. We also want players that can go direct if needed. They don't show off, they don't do a lot of necessary skills, they don't spend a lot of time on the ball. They get the ball released, run, release, run. get into the box, score goals. That's what we want to see, or create chances for others to score goals. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see a lot of showboating. This player, Xavi Simons, is a very skillful player. He is very, very creative, and I'm sure when he joins Chelsea, he's going to fall into our system. He's going to fall into the system that's won us the Conference League and won us the Club World Cup. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he offers, and I'm very sure in the coming days the deal will be done, because it's been in the news for a while now. I'm sure we're not talking about it for a while now, so I'm very sure in the coming days the deal will be done. That's it for the transfer rumors so far. The other ones are very, very minor rumors, and the fact that Fabrizio Romano or any of the big ones haven't really talked about anything else apart from these two major players, I don't want to go into the rumor mill too much. But let's go straight to the players that are leaving the club, that or have already left the club. And we'll start with Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke has switched colors from blue to red. I can say I'm sad that he has left. If you asked me earlier in the season whether I want him to stay at the club, I'll be like, yes, 100% I want him to stay at the club. But later on the season, if you ask me, I'll be like, if he goes, fine. If he doesn't go, too fine. As long as you get suitable replacements for Noni Madueke, I'm cool with it. And it looks like we have gotten replacements for him already. Noni Madueke has signed for Arsenal. Official, they've announced him, and they got him for about £48.5 million. And yeah, I think that's the initial fee, but there are add-ons that will eventually make it to 52 point something million pounds. If you're watching my channel or watching my videos for some time now, you will know that my one main complaint or my one main issue when it comes to Madueke is that he holds on to the ball for a long time. He doesn't release the ball when he has to. He has to dribble. He has to make an extra dribble, an extra touch, something that would make the chance go begging. That is what I didn't like about him. But he's still a promising player. He's played for the England national team now. He's got to qualify the English national team. He wants to get more game time. At Chelsea, he was losing his role. He was losing his position a little bit. He wasn't playing regularly as he would want to. During the Club World Cup, he didn't really play as much as he wanted. And yes, his mind was elsewhere. So I'm sure Enzo Maresca was giving him time to sort out the deal with Arsenal. But I mean, all the best to Noni Madueke, except when he plays against Chelsea. But all the best to him. He's a good player. I liked him at Chelsea. I hated that he was inconsistent, and I also hated the fact that he held onto the ball for a long time. But he has been a Blue. I wish him nothing but the best, except when they face Chelsea. Except when they face Chelsea. When they face Chelsea, we have to show them who's boss. We have to show them who is the king of London. We have to show them who is the better team. They might have the trophies over us, but we've been the better team for a very long time. We've been the better team for the better part of 20 years now. So they can't really say that they are better than us. We are definitely better. We are Club World champions. I'm going to get the kits with the gold badge very, very soon. I'm going to rub it in the face of every Arsenal fan that I know. We made a good profit from him too, because we bought him for less and we sold him for higher. So that's good business in my opinion. And then Arsenal, they don't learn. They don't learn from the previous players that they bought from Chelsea. They've signed so many players from us that haven't really met the same height that they had at Chelsea, that even made them attractive in the first place. But we'll see, because Havertz seems like somebody who is at least replicating a little bit of what he had at Chelsea, and maybe performing a little bit more. So maybe Havertz is the anomaly, but the rest I can say the same for them. Even Havertz has an asterisk on it, but let's see what Madueke does for them. I hope he doesn't do much for them, but I can say that and be a negative on his career. As a young man, he has to make it big in his footballing career. But as a Chelsea fan, I don't want him to succeed against Chelsea. That's all. I don't want to succeed against other clubs. When he meets us, I don't want to succeed against Chelsea. I don't want us to succeed against Chelsea. That is the thing. So yeah, all the best on Madueke. And then another one that is rumored to leave is Christopher Nkunku. I've mentioned Nkunku earlier. And Nkunku, we knew this time was going to happen. We knew that was going to get to a time that he's going to lose his place because the way he performs whenever he comes in, it's not really the best. Yes, last season he did very well in the Conference League. I think he ended up being our top goal scorer. But when it mattered in the Premier League, he just had 3 goals in the Premier League. He scored 1 goal in the Club World Cup, which was a good goal, to be honest. But the season as a whole, he hasn't really been the best. He hasn't really been the Nkunku that we expect him to be. You know, when he joined, he had an injury. He couldn't play immediately. Eventually, he started playing. He couldn't pick up the same form that he had when he was at RB Leipzig. And it has never worked out for him. It has never really worked out well for him. So the rumor is he's about to leave. He's about to leave Chelsea. And there have been interest from Bayern Munich. There have been interest from Man United too, but it hasn't been anything serious. But what I read this morning was that Inter Milan are really keen on signing him. I think after the deal with Lookman didn't really work out, and they really wanted Lookman from Atlanta, but it didn't really work out. And now they are looking elsewhere. They are looking at Nkunku. They are looking at Nkunku coming in to at least boost their attacking threat. We'll see how that goes. We'll keep monitoring it. I'll keep monitoring it. And if there's anything that develops, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to update you guys too as well. He might go back to Germany. It's a very possible transfer that can happen. But right now, Inter are very keen on signing him. Maybe they are using him to bring back Lookman's interest. I don't know. But if any team can revitalize somebody's career, it's Inter Milan. They've done that in the past before, and they probably can do it again. So yeah, if it goes good, but we need him to leave because now we have Liam Delap, we have Joao Pedro, we also have Nicholas Jackson. Whether he's going to stay or not, I don't know, because there have also been talks of Man United signing him, but it's died off recently. That's why I'm not adding it to this video. But we have players in that position, so if he stays, he's staying to be a number 2 and number 3. I don't think he wants that. I think he wants more playing time. So I think it will be the best for him if he goes to Inter, goes to Bayern, goes back to Germany. That will help. So yeah, that's it for Nkunku. The next one too that I saw this morning was Armando Broja. Armando Broja too has been approached by Burnley, and Burnley want to sign him on a long-term contract. So I don't know how that is going to pan out. Last season he went out on loan. He wasn't at Chelsea. He wasn't at Chelsea for the better part of the season. He was out on loan, and he really didn't wow on loan. For the lack of a better word, he didn't wow on loan. So I don't know. Burnley, they've been recently promoted to the Premier League, and they are interested in Broja. And Broja has done well in these kind of clubs. He has done well whenever we loan him to these kind of clubs. And maybe he can revitalize his career at Burnley. And yeah, they are really keen on signing him. So we'll see how that one also goes. We'll see how that one too progresses. Whatever happens, I'm going to keep you guys updated. So that wraps it up for our weekly. Yes, this one took 2 weeks, but that wraps it for our weekly recap of Chelsea's transfer window. And if there's any credible ones that I've missed, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you're not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe, give the video a like, and it helps the algorithm send this video out there to other Chelsea fans or other sports fans or other football fans to also see the video and enjoy it like you've done. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.